I'm Zach, and this is Challenger Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. So if you'd like to get either a Vedic Astrology or a Tarot reading from me, you can do so at my website. It'll be linked down in the description box below. So just a quick reminder, make sure that you're using your Vedic sidereal placements for my videos, because if you're using Western tropical, like many Western viewers do, my readings will be wrong. So make sure that you're using Vedic Sidereal. You can find that with any Vedic Sidereal astrology calculator online. Okay, so this video is going to be for Scorpio, Ascendant, and Moon sign. Alright, so this eclipse is going to be taking place in Aries, which is your 6th house, on April 19th. So Aries is your 6th house. Now, first off, what's a solar eclipse? A solar eclipse is where you will see a major change in your life. Now, it doesn't happen every time a solar eclipse takes place, but usually when a solar eclipse happens, you will see a major change. So, what is your 6th house? 6th house represents your health. It represents your job. Like, it's your everyday work, your everyday routine. It's also debt, it's pets, it's litigation, it's enemies. So these are the areas of life where you will notice a major change. Now, the effect of the eclipse can be felt a few days before and a few days after. But right around the April 19th mark, you're going to see a major change in your life in these areas. So, for instance, if you don't have a pet, you get a pet. If you end up in some, litigation, if you're dealing with a court case, you could win that court case or lose that court case right around that time. Or you could have a health issue that gets resolved around that time, especially because the constellation that this eclipse is taking place in, Ashwini, is tied to healing and miracles. But this eclipse is going to be very significant, even more significant than most eclipses, because while you have Rahu sitting here, which is the north node of the moon, it's one of the halves of the karmic axis, you also have Saturn aspecting with its 3rd aspect, and you have Jupiter, which is going to be transiting over into Aries a couple of days after the eclipse begins. So, with the 2 largest physical planets and the karmic axis being there, you're going to see a major change all throughout this year, but especially at the time of the eclipse. Now, let's talk about the lunar eclipse, which is going to take place in your 12th house, in the sign of Libra. So, first off, what's a lunar eclipse? Okay, so a lunar eclipse is when the moon is being eclipsed. Now, moon represents your mind and your emotions. So when the moon is being eclipsed, you're going to basically it's like your mind's being taken over. Now, not literally, but basically you're going to be obsessed about the areas of life represented by that house where moon's being eclipsed. So in your case, this is your 12th house. So 12th house represents isolation. It's jails, hospitals, asylums. It's foreign travel. It's spirituality. It's loss. It's bed pleasure, so it's both sleep and sex. So all of these areas of life are going to be the areas of life that you're obsessed with during the time of this eclipse. Now for Scorpio sun, that's nothing new. but yeah, until the time of the next lunar eclipse, this is what you're going to be thinking about nonstop. Now, the major change, though, is going to happen where that solar eclipse takes place in the sign of Aries. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. And if you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me and the channel out. And I'll catch you in the next one.